Um, sorry about that, but Itsu bringing you another battle. It's an RU battle against Rick or Dangerous36M. He looks like he's bringing a more balanced team, and I have pretty much have a grab bag. But when I was picking my team, I failed to realize I had two Rotom Forms. I mean, that kind of hurts me, but whatever. And then it's illegal, but he let me do it anyway. So I lead off with my black Blastoise. And I just because I wanted to scout, and he leads off with this Pharaoh Seed. He gets some spikes up while I just go into Wheezing because I have the Flamethrower, which isn't normally on my RU team, but I can't use Gastrodon anymore, so I was like, F it, just put this guy on. And if I had Gastrodon, I would easily be able to wall this guy, but I don't, so it's not good. I just go into my Uxie, who's gonna die next turn anyway, so I just go for the Stealth Rock. I just sack him to another Hydro Pump in the rain, which will definitely kill. Um, and yeah, so I go out into my Rotom Cut now, and I force him out. So I'm predicting a switch into probably Pharaoh Seed, so I just go in for the trick, and that's what happens, which is a good play. And I Volt Switch out because I want to see what he's gonna lock himself into. I go out into my Wheezing, because even with the rain up, he doesn't have his Eviolite, so I figured, okay, let's just kill him, but I misclick, and I go for the Will-O-Wisp, but, I mean, it didn't really matter, because he went for the Leech Seed, and that pretty much cancels out his Leech Seed recovery, which is still good, and since he doesn't have any other reliable recovery, it works out. So I'm predicting a switch here, so I'm just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp again, and I hit the Murkrow on the switch, which is decent, because it, again, hurts him since he doesn't have any form of reliable recovery, such as leftovers. And yeah, I switch out again into my Rotom Cut while he just goes for the taunt. I guess predicting I don't know. Um, I mean, I guess I could have pain splitted, but I couldn't really do anything else. But anyway, I Volt Switch on the substitute, and then I go out into my Bouffalant, your mom, because it's your mom in the 70s with the big afro. You know what I'm saying? No, he goes for the Roost. Well, I just go for the head charge. I should have predicted this and went for the Mega Horn. Would have taken him out. And this one isn't banded actually. This one's expert belted. And while I finish him off, he's just gonna go for the toxic. Just didn't really matter at all. Well, it kind of matters, but not really. You'll see in a second. So now he goes out into his Dusknoir thinking that I'm banded. And here I should have just spammed Earthquake. Because he goes for the unprotected focus punch. And that was a big misplay on my part. Because now Rotom Cut is badly damaged in my opinion. That was just a bad play on my part. And I go for the trick again because I wanted to get some leftovers. But he switches into his Pharaoh Seed, which I mean he could pretty much wall me with this thing. It didn't change anything for me, but whatever. So he switches out now, going into his Durant. Well, I just go for the Volt Switch. And I get a crit there. I'm not sure on how much that mattered. But I don't think it mattered as much because he's more physically bulky and he doesn't have very good special bulk at all. So here's another mistake I do. I go out into my Wheezing on the Volt Switch after the Volt Switch, and I leave him in. He gets a crit, which I really do not think it mattered at all. And I force him out with my Rotom Cut. He switches into Pharaoh Seed, which can pretty much wall me, but I figured he would want to predict me to go for the Volt Switch, so I just went straight for the Leaf Storm, which does literally nothing to this Pharaoh Seed, and I predict the Leech Seed, so I just stay in here, and I go on into my other Rotom, my Rotom Fan. He just goes for Toxic, and this guy didn't even help me at all. I could have used something better, like I have some Cradily in my box. I should have brought that because that would have helped out a lot. But whatever, I just go for a substitute because I want to see what set he's gonna run, and Rock Polish would have just like demolished me here. but luckily for me, he doesn't run Rock Polish. He runs like a defensive set with Dragon Tail, and basically this thing's gonna die next turn. I just go for the Confuse Ray while he hits me with the Rock Blast, I think it's called. I don't really remember. And that takes me out after 3 hits, because the third hit is a critical hit. This guy's just not good in RU. I think Cradily would work well in this team over Gastrodon since it has the Storm Drain and it's really good bulk. So I think I'm gonna put that in. And I'm gonna go back out into your mom because it works well and it has the expert belt boosted earthquake, excuse me. And but because I don't have leftovers or anything, that poison damage is racking up. And he just goes to a Dragon Tail, so that next time I switch in, I end up taking a lot of spikes damage, something like that. I don't even know. And yeah, so I go for the X Scissor, which misses it. I don't think it mattered too much, but whatever. Um, because my Durant didn't really do anything in this match, really. Because his Dusknoir was a big threat to my team, and that's what ended up killing me in the end. So now he drags out my black Blastoise, or Rotom Cut, with this Dragon Tail. I just go straight for the Leaf Storm because I don't want to overpredict, and I know he's part ground. So full switch would have done nothing. So now he gets a free switch into his Dusknoir. And I pretty much gotta sack something, so I just decided to sack this guy while he goes for the substitute, and I live the poison damage with 7%, with 7 HP I think, or 7 hit points. I don't even remember. He has 7 hit points, and go for the earthquake, which breaks the sub, so that probably would have done a lot to regulate Dusknoir if I decided to stay in, and I should have. That was a bad play on my part, because I outspeed even with no speedy Vs. I'm running max HP, max tech, adamant. Yeah, sorry about that. Parents came in, but anyway, I Volt Switch on his Dusknoir because I wanted to break the sub. I pretty much just sacked this guy because, well, he couldn't really do anything to this guy anyway. Oh no, actually, it was my only switch and I forgot. But anyway, he makes a sub and he kills me off with a focus punch. And I don't even break the sub. I figured if I broke the sub, I would probably win because I didn't know that he had Shadow Sneak, but he ends up having Shadow Sneak at the end. So that would be a good game. Dangerous36M. It was actually a really good game. Only 2-0 in a tier that I never play, so it was still a good game. And comment on this video, like this video, and subscribe. Let me know if you want more non-standard battles. I should have my theme team video up soon, and peace.